We all know there's a darker side of the internet. Not for work, not for learning, but for entertainment. The kind no one really talks about out loud. Pornography. And strangely enough, this isn't some niche thing. One of the world's biggest porn sites gets over 100 million visits every single day. Yeah, that's more than TikTok, Twitter, and Reddit combined. Ever had one of those nights? It's late, you can't sleep, you're just scrolling, and suddenly, click. An incognito tab opens. Just a quick look, you tell yourself. But then it becomes once a week, then every day. And before you know it, you're stuck. Here's what's really happening. Your brain loves shortcuts. And porn, it floods your brain with dopamine, the feel-good chemical. It's like your brain saying, "Ooh, that felt nice. Let's do that again." Every time you watch, you're pressing your brain's reward button, again and again and again. But over time, your brain starts to adjust. What used to feel exciting now feels kinda meh. So, what do? You go looking for something more intense, more extreme, more shocking. And that is the start of the spiral. For some people, it becomes a coping mechanism. Feeling stressed? Watch porn. Bored? Porn. Lonely? Yep, porn again. It turns from a hobby into a habit, and from a habit into a need. And it's not just about time wasted. Long-term porn use has been linked to trouble focusing, memory problems, mood swings, even sexual dysfunction. Your brain is literally getting rewired, and not in a good way. There's also a social cost. Too much exposure to unrealistic content can numb your empathy. It messes with your expectations. It distorts what you think real relationships should look like. Real people aren't actors, and they shouldn't have to be. Worse still, studies show that frequent porn exposure can change how some people see consent. Victim blaming increases. Offenders are excused. And that's not just a personal issue. It fuels a much bigger problem: rape culture. Meanwhile, the industry keeps making money, billions of dollars. They know exactly who to target: the stressed, the lonely, the vulnerable. Even kids aren't safe, from sneaky ads in games to misleading search results. And behind the scenes, things get darker: real abuse, coercion, even child exploitation. Sometimes the people being filmed don't even know it's happening. This isn't just entertainment anymore. It's crime, dressed up as content. So, what can you do? First, be aware. If you feel stuck in a loop, know this: you're not alone. You're not broken. And yes, you can break free. Start small. Try new hobbies, move your body, talk to someone. And if it's really hurting your life, don't be afraid to seek help. Porn addiction is complicated. It's not about shame. It's about understanding what it's doing to your mind and choosing something better. Because the longer you let it slide, the deeper it digs in. So be mindful. Not every click is harmless. And sometimes the best way to take control is to let go.